And anyhow now, chapter 3 deals with project leadership. Please, I will remind you again and again. Chapter 4 is a reading assignment, which I said I will take it instead of an attendance because I could not take your attendance. So what do? Send me a summary, 2-page of chapter 4. You have my email on your course outline. Send me your assignment summary, which I said the summary of chapter 4 by next week. Today is what is the date? I think it is Tuesday. Is that Tuesday? Okay. Even see, that is the effect of coronavirus. Even we forget the date. And so please send me by next Tuesday because it is your attendance. I'm going to record it out of 10. Why misa toban? I didn't miss so even it could affect your final result. Good. I'm going to jump to leadership. MK, in a leadership, I hope you took a course called management theory and the practice. You got one full chapter, a leadership. I'm sure also you will take, or you already took, a course called organizational behavior. You got one full chapter. And in that, you clearly understand what is leadership is. So that means I'm not going to go detail. And also don't forget, this is a master class. And so Alba we dinjre are the master man this one. And I will ask you again, what does master mean? A literal meaning was it? To master means to hold, to grasp, to put into your palm. Was what some palm is this, to put in your hand. Ninki master layirado is a person who capable to answer whatever question asked out of his subject area. That means you expected to read a lot. You expected to find out an education. Lecture here is only to show you a guide or to show you a direction, to give you a resource. So that is what I am doing. I'm not going to teach you just like a KG or student in undergraduate. I am simply guiding you. And as a guidance, I will give you rough overview of issue you are going to focus on. In a leadership, you will focus on a leadership definition. 3 definitions are there. Leadership as a process, leadership as a relationship, leadership as an ability. Some scholar says leadership is a relationship in which a leader, someone who wants to lead, influence a behavior of someone who wants to follow. It is a relationship in which follower and leader affect each other, both sides, mutual. It is not one affecting the other. And as a process, it is a leadership in which an individual who want to lead, influence a group. And the leadership comes, or a leader comes through a process. That means leader is not born, according to this definition. A leader is someone who developed the capacity through a process in which he tried to influence a group of people. That is we have. Most of charismatic leader comes through this. And some scholar says a leadership is it's an ability which we get sometimes by birth. So Mali do adi a leader can how we select based on the ability they have, natural ability. For instance, in Somaliland, there are some charismatic leaders, such as Sheikh Weina Barigan Linte Wakuma Ninki Abdiwarabi did Badamba Yalato. Those people they're not educated. Those people comes by nature. They got a capacity, the ability to influence people. And leadership is issue of an influencing, contributing toward the effectiveness of another people. That is how how they become a leader. They become through the motive they have to motivate the other. Motive. He said, motive they have to motivate the other. And their capacity to enable another people. That could sometimes they feel tired and they feel disabled, and when you enable them, they will become highly motivated, and that is what we call a leadership. Emikam, leadership is a dynamic relationship. Water Kaisan, in your slide, there is a formula even. Leadership is a function of leader, follower, and the situation. So leadership skill, a leader has to got some skills, vision. You have to have a vision. If you don't, vision what garanisa, from where to where, you have to able to know who you are today and where you want to reach today and how to reach there, and know the capacity. If you know where to go, know where you are today, but you don't have a capacity to go there and you don't know it, you cannot be a leader. Leader is confident, leader is fully aware of himself, self-esteemed, self-worthy, and he's enthusiastic, compassionate. A leader is someone, most of the time, please, leadership is not a physical capacity. So they see ninga fitia that kade sidie the gabama had that their markar can they think as a leader. No. Leadership is internal. A leader is internally a leader when you got a compassion, enthusiastic, and empathy, sympathy, and you have vision, and you have what we call a capacity to settle your emotion, temperament, or what we call a person who can control his emotion, and that is a leader. And you have to be influencing, empowering, communicating, strategizing, team builder. Project without a leader, most of the time it fails, and good leader makes a project and a successful business. And a leader, your manager, kaladwaini madwa mahay similarity wa mahay handout kage clearly indicated. And leadership in the project life cycle, at each project step, leadership needed at different level. At initiation and the scope, mahalla kabaniya, what has to be indicated in your handout. At a planning level, what has to be done by a leader indicated in your handout. Requirement and analysis markasamene no project leader's role is clearly indicated. And I'm not a KG teacher to read for you. Each of them, read them. And then Emika, theory marke manino. How we have to explain. This is the last part of your course. And it's a week. I think 3 weeks course we are finishing, because I'm teaching through video. And one kushe gola some happening, some natural disaster like this will create a system change. Hadi laira hadi arrinkan dafno, hadi nabad arrinkan nagut tago, watar kid dontan. Addun kasidi garane no man nokone. It will change. One, education system will change. Second, greeting system will change. That gantes masalame and so please. And this is going to be the life in the future. Take it. And theory marke, there are a lot of theories. Early theory, among that which we have, Greatman theories are there. This is a tri theory. That ko how orangerin a leader born, nink leader na made. And they don't support the process theory. The process theory, a leader can be made through a process. We can educate, we can hone, we can develop a leader. Try theory, no. Leader is someone who is a leader by nature, born leader. And lakin khalat wayan, this fikr kan wa khalat. And this leader, they say, Greatman theory says people who born exceptional with certain innate qualities, distinct capacity they mean to lead, and they develop this theory, but like that is failure. Try theory, leadership tried badam book nen. They said in order to understand a leader, you have to see certain trait characteristics, qualities such as mahai, intelligence, dominance, self-confidence, level of energy and activity, task-related knowledge, and masculinity. dumarna adi little bit masulin no kon yan waxa oranayan de she is a leader, but that is khalad. Leader the feminine leader are there a lot. Tusalahan wat gati kartan Angela Merkel. And in triad theory, most of people when they ask it, they say a person who shows masculinity, dominance, and intelligence are a leader. And then that theory is failure. Kadimna functional theory development, and they say a leader focus on three things: task, team building, and the individual. If a person is compassionate and task oriented and team oriented at the same time, that person is a leader. But later on, behaviorist theory also explain instead of a task of a leader, they start to look into a behavior of a leader, and they developed different leadership style, such as autocratic, persuasive, consultative, democratic leader, based on the characteristics of a leader. And situational contingency leadership also developed, and they say leader shows different behavior at different situation, particularly based on the competency and the behavior of your employee. You could be a different leader, a different characteristics. When your staff is low competency of shakalu yertai, their motivation is low, a leader has to be directive. Someone who tell, give what to do. And when you shakaladu gari some kind of competency, and they got some different or variable kind of motivation and the willingness, you don't have to tell them, but coach them, teach them, show them, and sell what you have in your mind. And they got a capacity to buy from you. And if you try to tell them, they don't accept, because already they passed that level. And when your staff reach some kind of high competency, they become a little bit competent, and they got still some reserved willingness. You have to support them, give them kind of a support, and they will participate with you. Last one is when your staff is highly competent and high motivation, delegate a job, give the job and leave. And that is what charismatic leadership, what Gran Sifi and I discussed it. And transformational and the transactional leadership is a recent theory. And Wasita Sun, well, I told you many times, chapter 4 is for you. And I will wait within 2 weeks, entire assignment I have from you, a group and individual. Unfortunately, we are not going to have a presentation. And instead, I told you, you have to send me next week a summary of chapter 4 with question if you got, and some explanation. A summary when I say 2-page. And I'm done. I finished the course I have. Thank you very much. No du'eya. Wish you good luck.